guys, Matt, Irontrap Garage, and welcome to another edition with the Sweetheart Roadster. In the past handful of episodes, it's been pretty exciting. We've gotten what seems to be a lot of stuff done with the sub rails and setting the body on. It sort of looked like a car. We were high-fiving, everything was great, and then reality hit in, and I got to build all these. I have to recreate more rusty junk that is just falling apart. So these B-pillars are the next thing we got to address. The feet on both sides are a little damaged. They're kind of opposites, which is interesting. This one, the top section is fine, but this bottom section, it kind of straddles the sub rails, is not. It fell off just from touching it. The other side, it's solid on the part that straddles, but the top is damaged. So I'm kind of using two of these to recreate something as close as I can. Unfortunately, these parts have all kinds of crazy shape to them, so I'm going to have to take a couple different pieces and weld them together and sand them and make something that looks and fits kind of like stock. So I'll cut these out, we'll put them together, show you the process, and hopefully have something solid enough that we can put it back on and clamp it in place. Alright, so we got a couple pieces cut here and on the bench. This is the one part that we're trying to recreate, which you can sort of see what it is. So I cut a couple pieces up, and this is something that was pressed again, so it has to be made. I can't make it out of one part, unfortunately. So what I'm going to do is I bent up a piece here, and I bent up another part here, and then they kind of meet down towards the bottom here, kind of like so. And then I'm going to have to make a piece that goes in here and weld it in and then blend it and hammer it and do whatever magic I need to do. Not magic, just hammering a lot and grinding. And then we should be able to make this piece, and then we can kind of go from there and fit it up. So I'm going to put these two together. I'm going to use this piece as kind of my guide. I'm going to kind of clamp to it, and that should hopefully help me a little bit. So we'll get these clamped together, and then I'll tack it with the TIG, and then we'll kind of go through making this piece and making it one piece. Alright, so I welded that piece together, and you guys couldn't hear it, but Mike, it's filming, could hear it. I was complaining every step of the way. This sucks. This is just not a fun part to make. It's multiple pieces, and you're just welding and hammering and whatever. But what I got is pretty close to the original now. The bend in here isn't exactly the same where it rolls, but it really doesn't matter as far as how it fits up. But I want to show you guys where this actually fits up on here, so you guys can see. But so this sub rail has it dives in right here, and that's actually where this kind of sits up against, like so. And then this piece fits down in there, and I just got to do a little bit of tweaking and bending to get that to fit in. But this fits down around the sub rail into there, and then it'll be, originally it was riveted, but I'll probably spot weld it, so I'm not that crazy about doing the rivets to keep it that original. So now that we got this fitting half decent, I'm going to make the piece for the other side for the top, and then we'll get that kind of the same way, ready to go. And then what I want to do is I want to actually put the body back on, and the back half of the body, and I want to tack weld these with the body on, because these are supposed to sit and straddle over these sub rails, and I don't want to weld it in and then it's sitting too high or too low and it causes a problem. I have to cut it apart. So it's a little easier to just tack it with the back section back on, and we can pull it off, finish weld it, sand it, smooth it, all that good stuff. So we got one piece made, one more to make. Hopefully it's a little easier, and then some weld made. Alright, so it was a little bit tedious making these pieces and cutting everything out and fitting it in. I got them welded and clamped in place so that they match the sub rails. It fits pretty much like original, pretty darn close, and they will be strong, like I keep saying over and over again throughout this. They're very close to original, but most important, they're going to be strong. We'll get this body strengthened up again when we start actually welding these in. So now that I got these fit up, again, we can start working our way back. And in the trunk area, there's some more braces that we need to make and get in place and situated so that we can actually clamp the back section in. But we made, even though it didn't seem like it because of it was kind of tedious, this was a big step. Got the A pillar set, they have the B pillar set now. Now it's just the work in the trunk to get it steadied up so that the trunk is square and matches up with the sub rails, and then do some cross-referencing and we'll just start spot welding. So this thing, in another episode or two, we're going to be able to get this thing welded to the sub rails, and it'll be solid and we can take it off the chassis. So thanks guys for watching and sticking with us. As always, share it with your friends if you like what we're doing, you find it informative, and make sure you subscribe if you aren't already. And we do videos every Friday. I launch a video in the morning. So thanks guys for watching. Catch you later.